Welcome back everyone for another episode of the Rogue to Rank 1. We ended off on 1638 rating and I don't have anything much to say. The leaderboard's pretty much the same. Steek still dominating at the top with Blinky behind. They haven't played any games as far as I know. And Controller almost 80 points behind Blinky, so there's a lot of gaps to jump. Let's head straight into the games. We are behind Controller by more than 100 points. So if we even want to get into the top 3, well, it's gonna take quite a bit of time, and we're up against Eternal. Eternal is always participating in my tournaments, and apparently very high rated as well. So we better put on our best game here and try to win, because that would mean good points. This just looks to me like somewhere near Johannesburg. I'm not the best at South Africa, but surely this isn't something weird. If this is somehow like Durban area, then I might be in trouble. I'm just gonna send Pretoria. It was Port Elizabeth. Okay. We only take 400 points though, so I'm not too bothered. I tend to lose a lot of points at the start of the game anyway. Number 2 is just gonna be Thailand. We've got a lot of palms. Probably go somewhere south. Maybe a phone code somewhere to confirm. But I don't really think I need anything here to have me go south. Let's see what Eternal does. Eternal, of course, a great player. Plays in the tournaments. Yeah, what's there to say? It's not going to be an easy game. I just got to make sure that I don't make any mistakes. Number 3 is going to be Japan. I've studied quite a bit of the Japan metas lately, so I'd love to put them to use. It's a Northern Guy Wire. Can't see that plate. These look like normal plates to me. Okay, I wish I could actually find something useful. Ooh, I actually don't know that plate. I'm gonna have to send someone near Osaka or Kansai. It was actually Shikoku. Didn't expect that to be a Shikoku plate, but it's good damage. 1235. We didn't have a... yeah, Shikoku of course also uses that black and yellow alternating guy wire, but I mean the 015, that should be up here. The yeah, the guy wire didn't really tell me anything. Could have been Kansai, I think, as well. But the yeah, the plate didn't look like a Shikoku plate. I would have expected to see the plus, but maybe I was looking at the national plate and it didn't have the Shikoku plate on it. Good guess there on round number 4 before the multis. This could be quite difficult though. Southridge and Leeston. To me this feels south. Southridge and Leeston. I think it's a repeat for Eternal based on the reaction. Let's have a look though. Yeah, maybe I gotta go more near Christchurch. Couldn't find the places. Yeah, okay, that was a good switch. There's Leeston, Kaya, Southbridge. They're all there. I might have missed a Christchurch street sign that Eternal knew. I did look at the street sign. Double damage on South Korea now. This definitely looks further south in the country to me. We've got stone rock wall, so surely I send Jeju. I gotta go Jeju. I think ACW also uses many more interesting locks like this. I see a lot of Jeju whenever it's South Korea. So that's kind of the shift in balance from the world map, maybe. That the world map had a lot of capital and ACW has a lot more rounds that, let's call them just interesting. I think this is Albania. I'm pretty sure this is Albania. License plates confirm. Don't think I'm necessarily going to find any clues, so let's just line it up and go somewhere. Don't really like how that lines up. Could be further north, could be further south, maybe on that road. So I'm just going to hedge in the middle. It was that road. Cavaille. So again, another good switch. Eternal going for the capital hedge. Understandable. Triple damage now is putting us in what I think is Bolivia. I don't know that bollard. Okay, Eternal has already guessed. I think it's... Ooh, I actually don't know. Don't be like Chile or something, that I made a stupid mistake. Okay. Eternal knew the 5k. Eternal, of course, has been practicing a lot of ACW recently. I don't know why I switched from Bolivia to Peru. I think it was the fact that the post that we had there was just a metal one instead of a wooden one, but then Peru would have used a black and white alternating one. So that was bad for me either way. 3.5 times multi. I expect Eternal to send somewhere weird. Like not in the middle. Because Eternal can just risk it right now. But I gotta go like... What do I think it is? I think it's a bit more western. Okay. Unfortunate switch because it was more eastern. We're still in it though. 4 times multi. We just need a good country. This looks like a big country. Probably a very learnable country. Yeah, I don't know this road. That is bad for me. Eternal might know the road. I don't know whether this is like Salekhard region or Murmansk. I'm pretty sure it's not the road in the northeast of the country. Gen 4. I really don't know. I don't know whether it's there or whether it's like here. So I'm gonna try something here. Okay, it was just Yakutsk. It was the Yakutsk road. That's gonna be a game. It's gonna be another very, very costly game. I'm expecting a minus 20. Minus 22. This series has taken an unfortunate turn. Eternal, let's look at the rating. 1523. It's brutal. It's brutal. Good players that have practiced a lot of ACW just destroying me at this moment. Lero and Eternal, back-to-back episodes, game number 1. We're up against Cheddarman. Let's try to regain some points. It's just annoying that it happens in game number 1, because that means that the rest of the episode is just going to be trying to reclaim points that we just lost. Let's actually wave to Cheddarman. Back in Thailand, lots of palms. Again, looks quite southern to me. I'm just going to send somewhere here. It was Krabi. They sent all the way near Malaysia. 3 new points in the first round. Round number 2. I think it's just the UK. Probably Scotland with the bias from ACW. So a lot of Scotland. And the fact that we have white houses. But it doesn't necessarily feel like Ireland to me. Could of course be Northern Ireland, but is there anything from me to rule anything out? Not really. Starting to like Scotland less, so I'm probably gonna hedge somewhere here. It was Scotland, okay. If I did send Scotland, I tend to send somewhere near Dumfries, but it doesn't really matter on that round. I'm gonna be in Taiwan, but could be a random island. Or we're all the way down south. Let's see if that fits. I don't think it does. Maybe we're here though. Yeah, maybe that does fit. Does look maybe a bit too urban. Could just be any other island as well. It could just be like Pengu County. Could just be somewhere on the east coast too. But let's try it. No multipliers yet. If there were multipliers, I'd probably just head somewhere in the middle. And somewhere we 5k. I didn't even notice the bridge, but it was there, so good. Round number 4. To me, looks like Spain. Maybe it is in Spain. I think it is. Corte de Peleas. Exmo. I don't know what that means. pretty sure we are in Spain, and it's definitely feels like the south part of the country. It's even Extremadura. So let's pick something like Merida. The white houses with the orange tiled roofs is a bit more Portuguese. So Extremadura always makes sense then. Right, there it is. Corte de Peleas. Only 105 points. But we haven't taken damage yet. We're heading back to Thailand. This time with Maltese though. So gotta be a bit more careful. I think it's gonna be just middle of the country. Shouldn't be south with the insulators. It does kind of feel warmer though. But I don't know where that means it's gonna be like there, or maybe just slightly on the peninsula, or all the way up north. Yeah, the hills made sense for all the way up north, but it just felt too warm to me. 1,000 damage, quite a lot. But it shouldn't decide the game though, as for now. Gonna be in Russia. We've got a short antenna. Still don't know where the short antennas are. Actually can't tell where the steering wheel's on the right or not. Taking way too much time here as well. Let's see if we can find anything useful. That steering wheel's on the left. Any chance that I missed the fact that it could be Ukraine? Hopefully not. That looks like a white plate to me. Okay, steering wheels are on the left. I'm not too sure where to send. So I just gotta hedge. And it was Orenburg. Okay. It's gonna be good damage though. 1532. They hedge near Moscow. I don't think I would have ever gotten Orenburg there. Next up we're in Colombia. Let's see what we got. If the palms can get out of our way. We've got ocean to the north. Anything else? No. It's just straight north, so I'm thinking maybe there. Could be further south as well. It was all the way in Tumaco. Wow. Tumaco Beach, that's one to remember. I'd expect a lot of people that haven't practiced ACW to send up north there. Like both of us did. Okay, next up is going to be Denmark. Esbjerg. Okay, we had a round there. Fanø. That's the island. Okay, I had a round on the island below it while playing other games. Okay, I've got rock walls here. Doesn't always have to be Yucatan. I think I gotta send somewhere here though. I hope I'm not too wrong. It was just Merida. Should have trusted the rock walls. 2,000 points. Don't know why there were so little clues there to actually narrow it down to Merida. This is just gonna be Cambodia. 4 times multi. I'm just gonna hedge in the middle. There's always so many phone codes in Mexico and I never know at which ones I need to look. Maybe 800 is just the one for Merida specifically. And the rock walls, of course, pointing towards Yucatan as well. Alright, we need to turn this game around. 4.5 times multi. If we lose this game, it's going to be a minus 30, which we can absolutely not afford. We've got a Senegal round though. And I hate to say that I have no clue where this is. That is a very risky hedge, even though it lines up quite well. I just got a hedge. Okay, we're south of the Gambia, it wasn't that road. Probably would have never found it unless I got to the river. We got close, but we didn't get close enough. I think... It's very blurry, but it looks like New Zealand. It is New Zealand. Okay, we've got very interesting vegetation. Which feels more like the west coast to me, but it is very dry though. I think this might be... Ooh, I think this might be the southern part of the northern island. They've made a guess. I don't like the look of those mountains. I really don't know where to go. I could be really wrong. It could be north of the North Island, could be South Island. Wow. I would never have gone there. I think we just both went with the safe hedge. And of course we get the US. On 5.5 times multi. Beautiful. Why did that pan look very southern to me? The way I was panned there. Could that be a Georgia plate? I don't know. I don't think it's that far south though. Those are just almost basically white plates. Okay, I might be in trouble. I think I gotta go like North Georgia, Carolinas, Alabama. Oh, it was Carolinas. That's gonna be game. I had a bit of a southern vibe there, and they clearly had a northern vibe, which cost them game. 4 points. That's very good. I think that was only the second game of the episode, wasn't it? 21 minutes in. We gotta go for another one. I can't remember if it was the second or the third game. I'm pretty sure it was the second. I think we only played Eternal and Cheddar Man. I'll get back to you when we find a game. Okay, we're back and we're up against Starkey. We had to wait for like 4 minutes there, which is kind of absurd. Starting off in Japan. I really want to start using my Japan knowledge. I think that's a Kyushu plate. Kyushu grass, maybe. They've already sent. I mean, I'd like to get a better look at anything. I'm just gonna send near Kyushu. Or just on Kyushu. It wasn't. It was... I think that still counts as Shugoku. Couldn't get a good look at the plates. And we didn't have any Gaiwars or anything, so... Nothing to take away from that. Number 2 is gonna be... What is that car? Ooh, I don't know if this is north or south of Peru. Feels more northern. Of course, that's going to be completely obstructed. I've got a lot of those tuk-tuks as well, so probably just going to be like a Trujillo thingy. We're actually in Argentina. Buenos Aires. Number 3 puts us in a trekker, I think. Yes, ACW has trekkers. I think this is Pakistan though. Let's see if we can get a look at some language. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's Pakistani. Exam branch. Let's... Yeah, I think I gotta send it. That's a Pakistan flag. Don't know where the trackers are. I'm just gonna go Lahore. Could be Islamabad, could be Faisalabad. Could be any of these smaller towns in between as well. I think Shekhupura also has some trackers. But it was just Lahore. South of the world map tracker. Route number 4 puts us in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Gen 2, wooden poles. Okay, I'm not the best region guesser in South Africa. I don't know all the pole tops. I think this is just gonna be somewhere pretty central. I find it quite hard to remember the landscape in the middle of the country where we have hills like these. I never know whether that's Beaufort West or anything. So I'm just gonna send somewhere here. Could be a very bad guess. It's just a bit of a safe hedge because I don't expect to find any clues anytime soon. And I'm pretty sure it's not north with the pole tops that we had. So then it's probably going to be further south. And that was actually a very good hedge. Or just say very good educated guess. 1132 points. Number 5 is looking like Sri Lanka. With the English that we have. It's Indonesia actually. Surely it's just Bali then. I'm going to go for it. I think it checks out. Yeah, the roofs definitely check out. I don't see the square pole thing there. But I'm pretty sure it is going to be Bali. Or it's going to be very close at least. Okay, good. Next to the zoo. 5 rounds in, we haven't taken any damage. But if the multipliers keep increasing then we're never safe. Okay, this just looks like Santo Domingo. So I'm just going to send Santo Domingo. Let's make sure I actually got the Google car right, because I know I've made mistakes looking at a Google car and thinking it was one country, but it turned out to be the other. But this should be Santo Domingo. I expect them to get it as well. Okay, they sent Quito. That's going to be game. Maybe didn't know the Google car, maybe just didn't see it. Flawless victory there. Another 2 points. Let's head straight into another game if the waiting time doesn't take that long as the previous one. Here we are against Starkey again. For some reason it still took 2 minutes to match up. I think he had a... he waited a bit before going for it again. It's in French, but what is that sign above it? Is it supposed to be a New Brunswick sign? But wait, isn't that a Quebec sign? I'm pretty sure it's just Quebec. Let's see if we can find a car without a front plate. So it is Quebec. I think that's a fake front plate on that one truck. Yeah, not too sure where in Quebec it's going to be. Let's just get somewhere there. Césarée. So we definitely got the state, or the province. I just don't know about the region. It's quite hilly, could be out here. Could be all the way near Soganai. Nice guess from Starkey. This is Indonesia. It's not as easy as the previous one that was Bali, but I'm pretty sure it's Java. Can't really read that. What it says, it's too small. Okay, it might actually not be Java. Kota Bengkulu. Then let's send there. Took me some time to get into the map. Yeah, maybe fits more with all the palms that we have. But definitely once I took another look at the roofs, it didn't feel like Java at all. They get a good guess with South Sumatra. Could have been much worse. Route number 3 looks like Ghana. It is Ghana. It's a bit dry. Still green though. That looks like it might be the place name. I can't read it. Rockshell Junction. Dzodze Keyime. So Dzodze is the place name. Let's see if we can find any of those. Yeah, just gonna hedge somewhere. It was all the way out there. Okay, Dzodze is quite big. Might need to remember it. That part, of course, is also very flat. But I've just never had around there. Only on the part that was more southern. This is just gonna be Bulgaria. Letitsa. Okay, it was all the way southeast. On the border with Greece. It did feel very Greek to me. We even have double white lines in the middle. I didn't pick up on it during the round. Did pick up on it afterwards. Are we just in the same region of Ghana, or is this going to be north this time? It's so annoying that everything's just not legible. For some reason I can't read it. It's just slightly too slanted or too far away. Camera quality is just not good enough. This doesn't feel too different from the last round. So it might actually just be in that area again. Could be down here as well. 1.5 times multi, I'm not going to bother too much. Now that I look at it, we don't have any palms, so it's probably north, yeah. Luckily they send more or less in the same place. This should be South Korea, I think. That says Jeju Horse Riding Park, so probably gonna find it. Okay, no really interesting rounds so far in this game. It's not really been anything that could have made the difference. This one though, it's gonna be Philippines. It's very dry. I never know whether to go Luzon or Davao. Hopefully this has a province. Mindoro. Magsaysay. And we're in Lasta. Okay. I mean, they're always misplaced in Philippines, and I expect them to have a middle hedge. Let's just hope they send Davao. Mindanao. Because that would give us the most points. Okay, they sent quite close actually. Still gonna be good damage though. 1253. Happy to find a province in a place in there. Remember 8 triple damage. Looks like Thailand. If we can find a phone code, that would be great. 63 is not a phone code. I think that's 92, which is also not a phone code. Not really any insulators here. It's not the southern insulator, and it's not the Chiang Rai insulator. Could still be up north. I know that up north they have a few palms as well. Let's have a look at the fence, the gate. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd probably just send somewhere here as a hedge. Doesn't really feel like the east side of the country to me, especially with mountains to the west. I mean, it could be anywhere because there are a few random ridges here as well, and of course it is all the way east. They hedge near Bangkok though, so we pick up 650 points. We're number 9, 3.5 times multi. Kind of like Jordan. Probably just go Oman. Alright, we both get it. Not the rounds that I want at the moment. I don't want small... I don't want huge countries, but I don't want the obvious. So maybe something like Lithuania could help. Alright, I'm just gonna send. Doesn't look like there's gonna be anything here. It's Lithuania. They'll know. Yeah, could just be the road towards Xiaoliai. Could be out east as well. On the 102. Okay, this could be interesting. Herdom 11, 4.5 times multi. I think it's Ukraine. It is. I've got some bigger hills to the north there. Could we be south of the Carpathians? I don't think those are the Carpathians. I know, I gotta hedge somewhere here. I hope it's not Cherkasy Hills. We were west of the Carpathians. I think we were just looking at the smaller hills in front of it. I just couldn't bring myself to actually guess there on 4.5 times multiplier. Okay. I think it's a first Nigeria round since a very long time. Can't really read that well. Chukwu. We're on a divided highway. Pretty sure it's just the southern one again. We've got palms as well, so probably just there. It's a good hedge. If it does turn out to be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around here. Could be like on this stretch. It wasn't that stretch. Good points though. 2k. Pretty sure last time I also sent close to Benin and it was also close to Lagos. And it was just that same stretch of road. Quite unfortunate to get it wrong both times. Yellow plates. Don't think this is Northern Ireland this time. Ooh, we've got a lot of bollards. Surely I just go Scotland then. And pray. 5.5 times multi. Kind of risky, but I feel like it should be there. We've got some hills in the background. At first I even thought it was Ireland, but we've got yellow plates. That's tough. Well, I'm not trusting the bollards anymore. I just leveled out the game just like that. 6 times multi in Bangladesh. We're gonna have to do something. I'm either gonna have to be very careful or... Yeah, I really can't risk anything at this point. That was very bad for me. I gotta look at that location again. Let's hope they don't go like northeast, and it is northeast. It was northwest, Bogura. 618. 6.5 times damage. Is this Bulgaria or is it Turkey? It looks like Turkey. Isparta. Gotta trust it. Isparta always shows up late. And it says Temizlik. Not gonna find it. I'm just sending Isparta. We've got like snow-capped mountains there. Could be those, so maybe we're more in this region. Maybe we're like here. Bukuk Chili. Hopefully they miss it. And they do. Good. That wins us the game. It was just downtown Isparta. GG's. 2 points only. 1624. I think we're just outside of the top. No, we're just inside of the top 10. 1624. Above the Washtag alts. 10 points ahead. Let's see, we've been recording for 41 minutes. Let's do one more duel. Hopefully we don't come up against Starkey again. I don't really like playing the same opponent over and over and over. I want to see what I can do against other opponents. Okay, there was another 2 minutes of waiting, and we find an opponent, Swiss. Let's wave to them. I don't think I've ever played them before. Yeah, the waiting time's kind of annoying when you're trying to stay on your game. Are those ever just Berlin street signs? I mean, this doesn't feel like Berlin, but... But we've got the white signs with the extra smaller sign below it, and the font, I'm pretty sure, looked quite Berlin-like. And it was just wrong, it was Bonn. There's me throwing away another 1,000 points in the first round. Yeah, in the west part of the country also a lot of hilly parts. And there's new Germany coverage coming, so it's only going to make it more difficult. I can see that the game's very laggy again. So let's refresh the page. Can I check out Swiss's rating? I think it's around 1200. So probably have to guess a bit quicker. Israel's not going to be too bad, of course. 1236. I mean, 2500 games played. That's not many less than I've played. We're back in Russia. Has it put us on the Yakutsk road again? Or is this actually Murmansk this time? Ulu. I mean, this image looks more Yakutsk. Can I find something? Anything. I'm pretty sure like this grainy gravel along the road is also a giveaway for one of the roads. I think it is the Yakutsk road. I'm going there. Don't be Murmansk road now. Hey, there's Ulu. So we're on that bridge probably. It was so simple. Just zoom in and there's one place in that entire stretch and it's called Ulu. It's going to be easy to remember for future rounds. Round number 4 is going to be Puerto Rico. Feels kind of coastal. Let's go near San Juan. Not going to take time in a round like this. Santana. Factor. Could be easy to remember as well. Esmeraldas. Okay. So San Lorenzo, Esmeraldas. Don't know. I'm just sitting near Esmeraldas. It's Ecuador after all. It says Esmeraldas everywhere. We're going slightly northwest. We're probably on this road. Might be on one of these slanted parts. Or maybe we're all the way up there. It said San Lorenzo there. I saw it last second. It's quite big. 240 points. Could have been maybe 500. But that's not going to bother me. Double damage now. In southern Russia? Or what am I looking at? Okay, I've never had a round like this. I've got some weird snow poles. Are we in the US? Okay, what could this be? We're driving on the right. And we've got English. So, US and Canada? I just had an idea. What if it's like all the way up here? What if this is the road that we're traveling on? I could see it. I found a pickup truck with front plates. We don't have any trees. So I'm just gonna send it. Double damage. It's super risky, but let's go. Okay, good. Yeah, that was the only thing I could think of at the end there. And I don't know why I didn't consider it earlier. I just didn't consider the northern road in Alaska. But that's good. Okay, 2.5 times multi now. Only slightly ahead. This looks like Bulgaria to me. With the thin, grayish road. Hills in the background. Generation 4. Just gotta make sure that it's not something other than Bulgaria. Okay, well, it's definitely Bulgaria. Velino. That sounds like the most generic name ever. But I feel like I've had a round there before. And I think I didn't find it because I thought it was Bellino, but it was Velino. I just didn't change the letter. I'm gonna send north of those hills. Maybe that was a bit stupid since we have hills here. Okay, it was Schumann. 2.5 times multi is gonna be 725 points. So we're back level. That Alaska round and this round pretty much cancelled each other out. Triple damage in Scandinavia now. Never mind, it's Switzerland. Whenever the screen's still blurred, I always make awful guesses. That's definitely French, so it's probably like near Neuchâtel or something. Beautiful signs here. Genève. Great. So we're going to be somewhere there. Could actually be quite a bit of damage. Yeah, we're just right near Nyon. If only I'd sent there, then we would have gained like 1700 points. That's... I just never know when to make up my mind. Sometimes I take too long and then other rounds I send too quickly, like there. Okay, this is going to be UAE. And let's hope that he sends Chile. I'm just going to go near Aldite, because it always is. And surely we win the game here, because he sends Chile. There you go. I just knew it. And it was Aldite again. GG's to the opponent. 3 points, 1627. We've recorded for 52 minutes. I'm going to have to call it there. Guys, we've had a major setback in the past 2 episodes. We've only lost 2 games in all of the games that we've played, but it's just very punishing. So I'm going to have to end it here, 1627. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for the support still. I'll see you. Goodbye.